How to build your worth. Have you ever stopped to think that a single moment can change your whole life? I'm not talking about big events, but rather those brief seconds before reacting to a challenge or criticism. Yes, those precious moments can be the secret to a more fulfilling and controlled life. But how? Today, let's delve into the power of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that Seneca used to turn any adversity into an opportunity for growth. Imagine if you could do the same. What would your life be like if you could control your reactions with surgical precision? Join me as we explore how to apply these age-old teachings in the frenetic pace of modern life, and discover how small changes in how we perceive and react to events around us can bring about significant transformations in our personal and professional lives. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. 1. Interval between event and reaction. Just imagine, have you ever been in a situation where you received unexpected news or had a conversation that didn't go as planned? Surely yes. But here's the key question. How did you react to it? That brief moment between hearing something and responding is more crucial than we might imagine. Let's think together. This small interval, this sigh before a response, it is our powerful ally. Why? Because it is in this instant that we have the chance to choose our reaction. We are not just passive spectators of what happens to us. We are directors of this play called life. Instead of responding immediately, which we might regret later, we have the opportunity to reflect, even if for just a few seconds. This pause can be the difference between a wise decision and a hasty reaction. Now, think with me, what really shapes our response? It's the interpretation of the event, not the event itself. Two individuals can witness the same situation and have completely different reactions. Why does this happen? Because each interprets the event in light of their experiences, expectations, and emotional state at the moment. Therefore, how we decode the information directly influences our response. Think of someone who receives criticism at work. One person may see it as a personal attack and react defensively, while another may interpret it as constructive feedback and an opportunity for personal growth. The same event, but different interpretations lead to different reactions. I remember once when I received an email that seemed critical. My first reaction was to feel offended. However, I decided to take a walk before responding. During that interval, I reflected on the possible context of the sender and realized it could be a misunderstanding. When I replied, it was with an open and inquisitive tone, which led to a productive and enlightening conversation. The reaction was transformed by understanding. So, how about we start practicing this little pause? Next time you receive information that triggers strong emotions, take a deep breath. Think about what it really means and how a thoughtful response could look like. This not only avoids regrets, but also opens doors to healthier relationships and more positive outcomes. And what if I told you that mastering this pause could completely transform our daily interactions? How about trying this in the next difficult conversation you have? You could discover a new way to positively influence the people around you and, who knows, even yourself. What impact do you think this could have on your lives? Ponder on that, and let's together explore the power of the pause. Surely the answers and paths we choose can lead us to amazing and unexpected destinations. So embrace this freedom. Use this interval to your advantage. Transform your reactions and consequently transform your life. 2. Interpreting situations. Let's take a moment to reflect on how our perception of situations directly influences our reactions. Have you all ever noticed how two people can interpret the same situation in completely different ways? This difference in perception not only changes how we respond, but can also define the course of our actions and interactions. Imagine that our perception is like a filter through which we see the world. This filter is shaped by our past experiences, our values, expectations, and even our emotional state at the moment. When an event occurs, this filter comes into play, coloring the way we interpret and respond to what's happening around us. The key here is to understand that often we have the power to adjust this filter, making our interpretations and reactions more conscious and adaptive. Consider a scenario where you and a colleague receive feedback from the boss. The boss says, "Your project was good, but it needs more critical analysis to reach an excellent level." You might interpret this comment as recognition of your effort and a push to further improve, feeling motivated. Meanwhile, your colleague might see the same comment as a harsh critique of their hard work, feeling demotivated and perhaps even belittled. Why these different reactions? The difference lies in each person's perception. You may see the feedback as an opportunity for growth and learning, a sign that your boss believes in your ability to evolve. Your colleague, on the other hand, might be filtering the interaction through past experiences of rejection or criticism, which colors their interpretation more negatively. I've been in a similar situation myself. Once, after presenting a project, I received the remark, "It's good, but it can be better." Initially, I felt a blow, as if my effort wasn't enough. However, after reflecting on what my mentor really meant, I realized he was encouraging me not to settle and always strive for excellence. This new interpretation completely changed my attitude and motivation for subsequent work. So how about we start questioning how we're filtering our experiences? Next time you receive feedback, for example, try analyzing it from different angles before reacting. This can open up a new spectrum of possibilities and turn a potential conflict into an opportunity for growth. And if we changed our perceptual filters more often, how would that affect our lives and relationships? Wouldn't we find more harmonious and effective paths in our daily lives? I invite all of you to try out this shift in perspective and discover for yourselves the benefits of a more open and flexible interpretation. 3. Self-awareness and mindset. Let's delve into the fascinating topic of self-awareness and mindset, which are true pillars for a fuller and more satisfying life. Understanding our own mindsets not only allows us to adjust them as needed, but also has a profound impact on our daily reactions, quality of life, and the results we achieve. Have you all ever stopped to think about how your current mindset influences your decisions and perceptions? Our mindset, this set of beliefs and attitudes we carry, shapes our life experience significantly. When we understand how our mind works, we can begin to adjust these thought patterns. It's not just about changing an opinion, it's about transforming how we see and interact with the world. For example, adopting a growth mindset where we see challenges as opportunities for learning can lead us to embrace risks and persist in the face of difficulties. This contrasts with a fixed mindset where we might avoid challenges to avoid failure or feeling incapable. Think about it. Our reactions to daily events can strengthen or weaken our quality of life. When we react to setbacks with frustration or despair, it not only makes us more anxious and stressed, but can also close doors to solutions and opportunities. On the other hand, responding to these same setbacks with resilience and optimism can open up new paths and improve our overall well-being. Consider the story of a friend who faced constant challenges at work and always reacted with negativity, leaving her exhausted and demotivated. After attending a personal development seminar, she began to reflect on her mindset and realized that her attitude was limiting her potential. By changing her perspective, she started to see challenges as opportunities to overcome and improve. This change not only elevated her professional performance, but also made her feel more satisfied and in control of her life. How about we start exploring and adjusting our own mindsets? We can begin by identifying moments when our reactions aren't the most productive and asking ourselves, is there another way to think about this? By doing so, we're not just changing a small attitude, we're reshaping our life trajectory. And if each of us could truly understand and shape our mindset to better face challenges and make the most of opportunities, imagine the impact this would have on our personal satisfaction and success. Are you all ready for this journey of personal transformation? Let's discover and cultivate the mindsets that will lead us to a richer and more fulfilling life. 4. Factors influencing life. As we explore the factors that influence our lives, we embark on a profound reflection on what truly shapes our journey. Each aspect, from our rational nature to the role of chance, plays a vital role in who we are and the decisions we make. We humans are rational creatures, which means we have the ability to think, analyze, and decide based on reasons and arguments. This ability distinguishes us and allows us to assess situations, predict possible consequences, and choose behaviors that benefit us in the long run. However, being rational also puts us in front of moral dilemmas and complex choices that can have significant impacts on our lives and those of others. Each of us is born with a unique set of traits that may include genetic predispositions for certain abilities or temperaments. These innate characteristics can guide our inclinations and passions, influencing everything from the career we choose to how we interact with people around us. Recognizing and understanding these characteristics can help us maximize our strengths and work on our limitations. Chance, or the random circumstances we cannot control, plays an undeniable role in our lives. From the place and family we're born into to chance encounters that change the course of our lives, chance can bring both opportunities and unexpected challenges. While we can't control chance, we can choose how we respond to it, which in itself is a powerful way to exert our agency. Finally, free will and our decisions may be the most impactful factors of all. The ability to choose our path, make judgments and decisions is fundamental. Every choice we make, from small daily decisions to major life changes, shapes the fabric of our existence. By exercising our will, we direct our destiny, react to our circumstances, and shape our lives in meaningful ways. Imagine a person who was born with a natural talent for music, but grew up in an environment that didn't value the arts. Chance may lead this person to encounter an inspiring mentor who recognizes their potential. This person's decision to pursue music, despite pressures to follow a more conventional path, demonstrates the power of free will and personal decisions. How about we reflect on these factors in our own lives? What were the moments defined by chance? How did our innate characteristics and our rationality influence our choices? By understanding these elements, we can make more informed decisions that align with who we really are and what we wish to achieve. And if, instead of letting chance define us, we used our rational ability and our decisions to create the life we truly desire, what would our lives be like if we fully embraced our power of choice, even in the face of the unexpected? I invite everyone to ponder on this and make conscious decisions that truly reflect their desires and aspirations. 5. The importance of a life philosophy. A life philosophy is more than just a set of beliefs. It's a compass that guides us through the storms and calms of our existence. Having a well-defined life philosophy is crucial to maintaining consistency and direction in all our actions and decisions. This concept, deeply rooted in philosophical traditions such as Stoicism, has been valued for centuries by thinkers who understand its vital importance. A life philosophy serves as a beacon, guiding our choices and actions according to values and principles that we consider fundamental. This not only brings cohesion to our lives, but also helps us stay on course, even when faced with dilemmas or adversities. With a clear life philosophy, we are not easily swayed by the winds of fashion or passing pressures. Instead, we can stand firm, making decisions that reflect our deepest values. Lucius Annaeus Seneca, one of the most celebrated Stoic philosophers, repeatedly emphasized the importance of adopting and living according to a solid life philosophy. For Seneca, the value of a well-defined life philosophy lay in its ability to provide not only a sense of direction, but also mental strength against the vicissitudes of existence. Seneca advised that without a guiding philosophy, people are susceptible to being swept away by any current of thought or fashion. In his works, he argues that a life without philosophy is like a ship without a rudder, at the mercy of waves and storms, unable to maintain a steady course. His view was that by deeply integrating a philosophy into our lives, we can face even the greatest adversities with balance and serenity. Think of a person facing a major challenge, such as a career change or a personal crisis. Without a clear life philosophy, this person may feel lost, uncertain about how to proceed. However, someone who has adopted Stoicism, for example, could see this situation as an opportunity to exercise virtues such as courage and perseverance, using the challenge as a way to strengthen character. And you? Have you ever stopped to think about what your life philosophy is? What principles guide your daily choices? If you haven't defined your philosophy yet, maybe it's time to explore that. Reflect on what you truly value and how these values can guide your actions. Adopting a life philosophy is not just an ancient philosophical practice, but a contemporary necessity for living with purpose and integrity. By clearly defining our principles, we not only navigate through life with more confidence and direction, but also contribute more significantly to the world around us. I invite all of you to embark on this journey of discovery and to live each day with conviction and clarity. 6. Consistency and authenticity. Coherence and authenticity are essential attributes for a fulfilling and meaningful life. They allow us to maintain a stable personality and a clear identity, ensuring that our actions are aligned with our words and beliefs. Let's explore how integrity and authenticity can shape our lives and the challenges we face when we lack consistency. The stability of personality and clarity of identity are fundamental to our psychological and social well-being. They allow us to know who we are and what we value, providing a sense of direction and purpose in life. When we have a clear understanding of our identity, we are better able to make choices that are in harmony with our core values and less likely to be influenced by external pressures that do not resonate with our true selves. It is essential that our actions reflect our words and beliefs. This not only strengthens our personal integrity, but also builds trust in the relationships we cultivate. When people see that we are consistent and genuine in our actions, they trust us and respect our opinions and decisions. On the other hand, a disconnect between what we say and what we do can lead to doubts about our sincerity and reliability. Lack of consistency between our words and actions can create a range of problems. Firstly, it can lead to internal confusion and questioning of our own beliefs and values, affecting our self-esteem and self-perception. Socially, inconsistency can undermine our credibility and cause others to doubt our integrity, making it difficult to form deep and meaningful relationships. Furthermore, inconsistency can result in internal conflicts, where we find ourselves in a battle between what we profess and how we act. This conflict not only generates stress and anxiety, but can also lead to a sense of dissatisfaction and alignment in life. Consider a person who claims to value honesty above all else, but frequently lies to avoid conflicts or to benefit from situations. This contradictory behavior not only undermines their authenticity, but also creates internal conflict that can affect their mental health and relationships. It is essential to periodically reassess our actions and ensure that they are aligned with our beliefs. If we discover misalignments, we must have the courage to adjust our behaviors or reflect on our true beliefs. This ongoing self-analysis is key to living an authentic and consistent life. Consistency and authenticity are not just ideals to aspire to, They are fundamental to a life of satisfaction and purpose. By living according to our values, we not only strengthen ourselves, but also serve as an example to others. So, why not make a commitment to ourselves to be true to our words and consistent in our actions? By doing so, we will not only enrich our own lives, but also positively impact those around us. 7. Intellectual freedom. Intellectual freedom is a treasure that allows us to explore vast horizons of knowledge and understanding, maintaining an open mind and dedicating ourselves to the continuous pursuit of learning. This concept is vital not only for personal growth, but also for the development of a society that values debate, innovation, and diversity of ideas. Intellectual freedom involves cultivating insatiable curiosity and a willingness to question assumptions and explore new ideas. Keeping an open mind means not only absorbing information, but also being willing to reconsider and refine our own beliefs in light of new evidence or arguments. This is a continuous journey of learning, where the goal is not only to accumulate knowledge, but also to develop a deeper and more nuanced understanding of the world around us. Seneca exemplifies intellectual freedom well in his critical approach to the thinkers who preceded him. Seneca respected the philosophical tradition, but also did not hesitate to question or disagree with the ideas of other philosophers when he considered them not to hold up under rigorous scrutiny. He criticized, for example, the rigidity of certain Epicurean and academic precepts, arguing that philosophy should be a tool for living well, not a set of dogmatic rules. In doing so, Seneca teaches us a valuable lesson about intellectual freedom. It is crucial to respect the contributions of previous thinkers while maintaining the autonomy to think for ourselves and adapt ideas to our reality and personal needs. Imagine a philosophy student who begins to explore different schools of thought. Instead of blindly accepting the theories presented to him, he critically analyzes them, comparing their merits and applying their lessons in contemporary contexts. This approach not only enriches his understanding, but also empowers him to formulate his own ideas and original contributions to the field. I invite all of you to exercise your intellectual freedom, read widely, question deeply, and openly engage with different perspectives. Do not settle for superficial knowledge or accept information without questioning its accuracy or relevance. By embracing intellectual freedom, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to a culture of learning and innovation. Think of the possibilities that open up when we truly explore the full spectrum of ideas and knowledge. Why not commit today to keep an open mind and never stop learning? By doing so, you will not only follow in the footsteps of great thinkers like Seneca, but also pave the way for future discoveries and achievements. 8. Persistence. Persistence is a universally admired quality, essential for achieving long-term goals and overcoming obstacles that inevitably arise in our path. However, equally important is the ability to recognize when it's necessary to change direction. Let's explore the dynamics between persisting and adapting, as well as resilience in the face of difficulties and the invaluable value of this virtue. Persistence is the driving force that propels us forward, even when circumstances are challenging. It allows us to keep working towards our dreams, despite setbacks and failures. However, being persistent doesn't mean being inflexible. The true skill lies in balancing tenacity with the ability to critically assess situations and adjust course as necessary. This strategic flexibility can be the key to success, especially in environments that are constantly changing. Imagine an entrepreneur working on a startup. Persistence helps them overcome initial uncertainties and continue developing their product. However, if the market changes or they receive feedback indicating the need for adjustments to the product, the ability to adapt their strategy will be crucial for the long-term success of the company. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversities, a quality that goes hand in hand with persistence. While persistence is about continuing the effort, resilience is about emotionally and psychologically recovering from life's blows. This ability to get back in the game after setbacks is a virtue of immense value, as it allows us to face challenges without losing hope or motivation. Resilience is often forged in the fires of difficulties. Every challenge we overcome not only tests our moral fiber, but also strengthens it. This not only better prepares us for future challenges, but also teaches us valuable lessons about ourselves and how the world works. Consider the story of an athlete who suffers a serious injury. Persistence motivates them to continue with physical therapy and training despite pain and frustration. Resilience, on the other hand, helps them emotionally cope with the impact of the injury and maintain a positive attitude during their recovery. Together, these attributes not only facilitate their return to sports, but also make them a wiser and more motivated competitor. How can you cultivate greater resilience and persistence in your own life? Start by identifying a challenge you are currently facing. Commit to addressing it with determination, but be open to evaluating and adjusting your plan as necessary. Remember that every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. By embracing both persistence and the ability to adapt our plans, we strengthen not only our personal and professional trajectories, but also our character. I encourage all of you to see each challenge as an opportunity to strengthen these essential virtues. Persist wisely, adapt with discernment, and above all, maintain resilience as your shield and guide. The journey may be long and difficult, but the rewards of remaining true to these principles are invaluable. 9. Practical application of Stoicism. Have you ever stopped to reflect on how much ancient philosophies still resonate in our modern days? Imagine for a moment that we could extract wisdom from centuries ago and apply it to our daily lives. Today, let's explore how the teachings of the philosopher Seneca can help us achieve a more fulfilling life aligned with our true purposes. Seneca left us a precious legacy on how to face challenges and live a meaningful life. His philosophy, part of Stoicism, focuses on virtue, self-control, and logic as pillars for a harmonious existence. But how can we, in the hectic pace of modern life, incorporate these ideas? Think of Seneca as a personal mentor whose advice is timeless. For example, he encourages us to focus on what is within our control, letting go of excessive concerns about what is beyond our reach. Imagine how liberating it would be to adopt this perspective in the face of everyday obstacles. Seneca teaches us the importance of knowing and living according to our true nature. But what does this really mean? Essentially, it's an invitation to deep self-awareness. It's about understanding our passions, talents, and limitations, and then acting in a way that is in harmony with these elements. By applying this principle, we become more authentic and effective. For example, if you have a skill and passion for writing, why not seek ways to develop and use that ability? By doing so, you're not only aligning your actions with your natural abilities, but also finding greater satisfaction and effectiveness in your activities. Allow me to share a brief personal story. A few years ago, I faced a period of great stress and uncertainty in my professional life. That's when I came across Seneca's writings. I decided to focus on what I could control, my attitude and actions. Gradually, anxiety gave way to a sense of purpose and calm. By applying Stoic teachings, I not only improved my professional life, but also strengthened my personal relationships. And now I invite you to reflect. Which aspects of your life could benefit from Stoic wisdom? Think of small changes you can start implementing today. Perhaps it's adopting a more serene attitude towards challenges or recognizing and valuing your unique abilities. In summary, applying Seneca's teachings and Stoicism in our lives is not just about facing adversity, it's about rediscovering and realigning with what we truly are. This not only increases our resilience, but also expands our ability to positively contribute to the world around us. So, let me ask you, are you ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery and transformation? Remember, every step you take on this path is not just personal progress, but a legacy you build and leave for everyone around you. Let's together discover the renewing power of Stoicism in modern life.